The views and opinions expressed by guests on this podcast are their own and do not necessarily reflect those of the host or the management. This podcast should not be considered professional advice, and listeners should consult appropriate professionals for advice tailored to their specific needs.
Welcome to yet another episode of a UTI podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, get notifications, and click the like button. I'm Renee.
Hi, I'm Lisa Marie, and today we're going to have a crazy person with us. I sat on his couch, and now he's in my couch, or on his couch in my studio.
That's your husband. That's very disturbing to
It is. It is very disturbing.
It gets better. It wasn't even my couch. It was a couch that was there.
As long as it's not the infamous casting couch, I'm okay.
No.
So who do we have with us today?
Hey, my name is Greg Veregin. You had better know me as Greggy, and super excited to be here. Thank you very much for having me, Renee and Lisa Marie.
All right. So, first question. Is this a fixed time race or is it a fixed distance race?
I'm going with a fixed distance race for this.
Fixed distance race.
Yeah.
All right. Finishing time, what was that?
Finishing time was 27 hours, 16 minutes, and 43 seconds.
Oh, 27.
That sounds pretty accurate.
Well, I just had it up on Ultra Sign Up because I was like, I know it's 27 hours something. I don't really care that much. I finished that. That was important.
What was your goal time?
My goal time was finish. There was for a while a 24-hour goal, but in the week leading up to it, I was like, you know what? This would be my first 100-miler finish. I've attempted to and not finished. So
Okay.
it's more important to finish than to hurt myself doing something else. But I had to be told that. That was not my idea.
Because we all want sub 24, right?
I can totally do it. And yeah.
Yeah, right?
What was the time limit?
30 hours for that one.
30 hours. But your initial goal was 24 hours.
My initial goal was 24. I had this idea that hundreds weren't hard. So I was like, I'll just go. That was the first ever thing I tried in person was a 100-miler in New Mexico. That was not the greatest idea, but I also learned so much more in failing a 100-miler for my first ever ultra than I think I would have over the intervening 5 years.
Yeah,
yes.
That's true.
That's 100%.
Okay, so your performance was pretty good. With your 24-hour goal time, you had an ambition of 0.71, out number between 0 and 1. That's pretty high. So you didn't quite do that. You got a little over. So your performance was a 0.03. But you were still far away from the time limit. So that gives you an aggressive score of 0.26, which gives you an overall performance score of 0.34.
Which is
These are
not
just
bad.
formulas I've made up. But
okay. I was like, is that good or bad? I don't know.
So the thing is that when people say, well, I went into this race just to finish, and they set the goal time the same as the time limit, they got an ambition score of 0. That's how the formula works.
Okay.
It's pretty neat.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I was like,
I like telling people you had no ambition.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't know. Ultra Sign Up says my rank for that was 46.74%. I was 191st male and 292nd overall. But I was like, I don't care. I finished. I have a bunch.
Yeah, finished.
Okay. So what was your travel time back and forth on this race?
Yeah. So that's the fun part is half the year I live in southern British Columbia. So that is a 27-hour drive from where I was to the race venue. So my estimate, converting this into miles and then gallons and whatnot, 1,720 miles, rough numbers. My vehicle gets about 20 miles a gallon. That's about 86 gallons. A little bit more than 4 tanks of gas.
So 27.
Gas was way cheaper back in those days. Back in the good old days, it wasn't $5 a gallon. So
back in the day.
So 27 hours was one way?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
You could have ran that. Just saying.
Yeah, I could have actually. I think that's about the number of miles that Troy got in Burrito League in January. So if he can do it in a month, I could have just started at the end of a month and been there in time for the month.
Yeah.
What I did.
Just a nice little walk.
So you spent 1/3 of your time running You spent more time driving to the race than
Pretty much,
actually
yeah.
running. What about the race fee?
The race fee. So the race fee is, I don't remember the details of that year, and I actually won a race entry to it. So if
Oh,
you were to sign up for that race today, it's $525. But the reason you go to the holiday party is because they give stuff away, and you put your name in the bin, and they're like, "Woohoo, you won!" So
And you won.
I won. Yes.
Well, then that's awesome.
okay.
So
But what about
that
your
made it worthwhile. Like the 27-hour drive, it's
Yeah.
okay. It's
All of
great.
a sudden, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
what about your travel costs?
Travel costs, I put them at about $250. My
Did you sleep on
vehicle,
the side of the road?
pretty much, yeah.
Okay. We all do.
Yes, I have a travel vehicle, so I'm in my vehicle. I can kind of go wherever. And because it's such a long drive, I was like, oh, cool. I go through here. I'm going to go camp and do some runs here. I'm going to go camp and do some runs here. I went to Moab. I actually ran a race in Moab on the way to this race. So
A
it was,
runcation.
yes, yeah, it was awesome. I did really well at that Moab race too. I was like, man, I wasn't expecting that. But
So I'm going to go run a sub 2400 miler.
well, it was good heat training.
Yeah.
I will say that.
I bet. So what about nutrition? Did you buy any nutrition for the race
Nutrition.
or?
I didn't do a ton. I could have done a lot better at nutrition. I put that at about $200, and that would be in the. Okay, so I won the thing in December. Can I say when the race was, or does that like make it way easier to figure out what race the race is?
Probably not.
Okay, so the race was 10 months later. So I
Okay,
didn't spend a lot on nutrition. I just kind of eat random stuff.
right.
I could be better about that. This is probably not great for people that do it, but like I'm not super concerned. Like, oh, I'm hungry. I'll have something. I have gels, so
Well, what
that's
did you
it.
buy?
What did I buy?
Yeah.
I bought a lot of gnarly. I really like gnarly, so it was buying a lot of gnarly because my training for that was more time on feet based with the job that I do than actual running. And it was like, hey, I'm on my feet 8 to 12 hours a day. I burn 5,000 calories at work
Yeah,
anyways. I'm eating a lot just for work. So to separate into like, what did I buy extra is a little difficult for that. But I
yeah,
definitely ordered a lot of gnarly that summer because it was hot. I'm outside all day working. Plus, I'm doing 4 hour, 5 hour long adventures on my days off. So I was like, well, I know I need electrolytes. And I bought Magnesium Breakthrough because that helps me.
What burns 5,000 calories a day and gets you a
Uh,
gazillion steps?
yeah,
Let me guess, maybe something in the forest.
that
Forest
is
work.
correct. Yes. It's
Ah,
a lot of heavy duty landscaping in a pine forest. Fire
okay, yeah,
mitigation work. So, like tree limbing, chainsawing, raking, cleanup of all denominations. And then it's a lot of seasonal maintenance work. So peak of the spring, it's 5,000 every day for 4 to 6 weeks. And then throughout the summer, it ebbs and flows. Some days are like, oh, that wasn't that bad. I like did this for the day, sat in the, or was driving around the truck all day. Other days it's like, God, I got to mow like 30 acres of grass today.
that sounds like fun
that'll
work.
burn the calories.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's something different every day, but yeah, it's also a lot of manual labor, and there's a lot. My body loves me right now, absolutely loves me right now.
Well, I would have also gone with tapeworm, but that's another
Taper. Oh,
discussion.
I don't know. Well, I'm doing a parasite cleanse. I can report back to you later.
That's a new color up there.
yeah. Okay, so what about shoes? Did you buy any shoes
Shoes.
for this race, particularly?
I bought one pair of shoes for the race. I just kind of like I buy shoes when I'm on sale. I have ultras. I've been in ultras for like 10 years. I just wait till there's a sale or I go to the outlet in Salt Lake or in
Uh-huh.
Castle Rock. So, you know, I don't actually notice that I don't remember if I bought one pair or two pairs, but it was less than 150 because I don't care if I have the new model. I'm looking at those ones are
Right.
$70. Those ones are 200. I will take the $70
Exactly.
ones.
No one can afford to buy the brand new shoes, the latest model. I
No.
mean, that's.
I self-sponsored last year. I swear that just paid off that debt. It was, yeah, but they were good shoes.
Yeah.
I get my Brooks at less than $100 for brand new ones
Nice.
when they're on sale. It's usually last
Yeah.
year's model, and
Yeah.
I've been reduced to
I
eBay used ones now. So
Oh, Oh, okay. eBay's a great place. That's where I got my Crocs and everything. It was like $20
Yeah,
for like $60 at the store. I don't care if they're new or not. I just want the cool
yeah.
pattern.
eBay is cool. I get a
eBay is
lot of
great.
good deals there. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Go eBay.
And then finally, essentials. Was there anything last minute you realized you needed and you
No, I
forgot
mean,
to bring shoes or
I I've been fortunate in that kinda how my life plays out, stuff just kinda shows up, and I've worked as a like, in the tour industry, I've been a tour guide, I've been, like, logistics manager, operation managers. It's kinda like, "Oh, there's all this stuff left over," like, people don't come back for their gear, like, end of the
yeah.
season, get what you need, so there's lots of things have shown up that way. I mean, I was more looking at actually, there's one thing, but it was free. I did not have an ice bandana. And at the
Oh, okay.
race, the day before the race, there was it's a big deal. It will make sense when you find out what the race is, but they were giving them away. So I got a free ice bandana the day before the race, and that was a lifesaver the day of. Also, I'd never used one until the day of the race. So, you know,
Learning on the job.
don't do anything new on race day. Yeah, you're here for all of the terrible advice you're getting right now.
Yep.
Ice bandana. I love my ice bandana. It's a race saver. Okay, so because you got the race entry for free, you got a score of 1 on your cost, and that brings your result and financial score up to 0.559, which is pretty good.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's
Awesome.
only the thing that dragged it down was your performance because you set an aggressive goal and
Didn't
finished in
mean
a
it.
decent time. But
I didn't mean it.
oh,
Oh,
Failed
I've
miserably.
done it.
oh, it'll get lower if I put it at 30.
Yeah, how low can it go? Am I gonna set a record for the highest one thing and the lowest everything else?
Could be.
Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna hand it over to you.
Okay, we're gonna talk
Oh,
fun stuff
no.
now.
Um,
No geeky stuff.
Yeah.
Let's talk the fun stuff.
oh,
So
man,
you
there's
got some
couches.
couches, yep. So you got a bunch of questions and you got to rate them and you're rating yourself and you're rating these things from the race and you're gonna tell me why. So let's start with aid stations. How would
Aid
you rate
stations.
that and why?
How would I rate that? Why? I would rate that at a 9 out of 10. The
Okay.
this race has a vibe, and there's just I'm trying to figure out how to say it without letting it like, it's pretty easy to figure out what the race is, but it's known for the vibe, and I have a lot of connections. So at the aid stations, I knew someone at every aid station. I've made a
Right.
lot of connections around the world that were at the race. Like, so, it was neat that there was someone that I have a personal connection with at every aid station. It's very different. Like, I got my dead horse hat on. I know a handful of people out in Moab, new people every time.
Yeah.
So, but for me, it was like, hey, there's someone here cheering me on that knows a bit of my story as opposed to, hey, I'm showing up and it's 7 people I've never seen before. It's just a little different dynamic. So
Yeah.
I rate them at that. The food was good. There's a lot of food options. I can't say who, but somebody gave me a burger in the middle of the night, and it was the most delicious thing ever. And then at another aid station at sometime in the morning after the sun was up, uh, instead of using a plate, I was like, "Can you put a handful of bacon in my hand?" And I just grabbed bacon and started walking. And that
Yep.
really hit the spot.
Those
So,
are the best aid station people.
That and when
yes.
they have pie. But I don't eat pie
Oh,
anymore, so
oh, yeah, there was pie at this race. I didn't have any, but there definitely was pie. I remember that vividly and being like, "No, that looks gross." But,
yeah. Yep. So fun factor. Did you
10.
have fun?
I had a
10.
lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. It was a very warm day, and with the race, and there's a lot of people I know. I did a good chunk of the first 20 miles with a good friend and just kind of leapfrogging people. There's actually a point in the race where I had talked for too much and I kind of hid behind a bathroom for a while so I could just have a little bit of quiet. I was like, I have been talking for the last like 7 hours. I just calm. It was good.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, and you'll know when I tell you what the race is, but it was a lot of fun. So definitely a 10. And again, just knowing somebody at every aid station, like, hey, cool vibes
That
here.
helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. They have that little special something something there for you.
Mhm.
Yeah. So trail markings, and I'm sure this race had trail markings.
Yes, yes, the race had
Why would
trail
you sure about
markings.
that?
Well, because if he's talking so much, then you know if you when you're talking,
Oh,
because
yeah.
I know I'm a talker as well, you need to know where you're going. If not, you walk right off the
Yeah.
trail, which I have
Yes,
done.
yes,
So,
yes, the trail markings were great. Like, at this race, I think the trails marked very well. It would be more you're not in a mental space to make a correct turn than it's for lack of trail marking.
Okay. So if you give me that a 10?
10 out of 10, yeah.
1? Yeah. Okay.
the weather, you
The
get to
weather.
judge Mother Nature. You get to be the judge and
Ooh,
jury.
I get to be the judge and jury. Wow, and we talked about this before we came on, and the temperature was the same. Ah,
Oh,
it I'm gonna put it at 5. It was
5.
not it was not a big deal, or as big a deal to me as it potentially could have been. I acclimated myself over the summer. I'd been at this race several years before. I acclimated myself, even though I'm in southern BC and it doesn't get anywhere near as hot as that. I acclimated myself under the assumption it would be a very hot day. It ended up
Right.
being 106 in the open area on that day. I think I don't know the official. I
Oh,
just know from people that were at aid stations with their own thermometers that was the open temperature. Um,
Did they have
it,
water and ice to cool you off?
yes, yes, there was water and ice everywhere. There were kiddie pools you could jump in. The ice bandana was pretty much like it was on me the entire time. I had my sun
yeah.
hoodie. I took my sun hoodie off to go into the night thinking it would get cool when it got dark, and it didn't. I totally misunderestimated that. It did not get cool. I thought it was gonna drop to, like, 70s or 60s, and just with my body being exposed all day, I'd get cold. I changed out of a very comfortable wet shirt into a dry shirt, and then I started overheating pretty quickly. So I soaked it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Even though it was
not
dark, I
good.
soaked it. And I was
Wow.
okay.
Okay.
But I'd also paced at that race before, and I froze my butt off overnight because just different dynamics. I'd been standing in the shade all day, so that was good. But yeah, it
Yeah.
was definitely a
Yeah.
challenge in the heat. I felt I did really well with the heat and just managing myself and knowing I do well in the heat, but there was carnage throughout that race. Absolute
Right
carnage.
on.
And it's notorious for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a point
So,
between aid stations where I passed 4, like, in progress medical issues. I'm like, "Good lord."
oh my goodness, it
Yeah,
happens.
it happens, yeah.
Pacers. Did you have any pacers?
I did.
Oh, you
Now
get
my
to
a
rate your
yeah,
pacers.
I get to
And
rate my
before you
pacers,
race
yes.
your pacers, just if they're listening and they dispute anything, they can come on at any point and dispute it.
Oh boy, that's
So if you
awesome.
say that they're really, really good and they're like, no, we sucked, they can come on. Or if you say they sucked and they're like, no, we're really good, you
Yeah,
know,
yes. My
it'll be like one of those judge shows.
Judge Judy, you said this and you said
Yeah.
that, and
Yeah.
we're fighting. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. So I had 2 pacers, and I did not know until I got clotheslined partway through the race by my first pacer that that pacer was gonna be there. So I went in
Oh,
knowing
okay.
I had a pacer, and there was a slim chance of a second pacer. So I spent a good chunk of my day being like, at what point do I want to have my pacer join me? And my pacer is at the time was my girlfriend. We're no longer together.
Right.
So I knew I had her coming in, and I was trying to figure out, do I want her at this point or this point? And then I am totally zoned out. I am, coming in, and I'm zoned out, and I just see a bunch of people that were in my crew, and like a couple of them have cameras, and they're waving at me. I'm like, this is kind of weird, but okay. And the way that my brain works is like I'm really good at picking up cameras from far away. So I've yet to see a candid photo of me because even if you're trying to hide, like I saw you 200 feet away, so now I'm messing with the camera to try and get like a
Yep.
photo like that. So my brain is going to, how can I mess with the camera? Jen is right there trying to get a video. I'm just going to run right at Jen and do something stupid. And I like I have the video that someone else took of like, boom, clothesline. I get spun around. I'm like, what, dude? What are you doing here? I'm. You can see the shock and surprise on my face. So I
Yeah.
didn't know that was happening, and I was like, oh, cool. Now I got two pacers. So they both did really well. I'm going to give them both a 10, but it's for different reasons. My buddy
Okay.
Tony, great pacer. We hadn't seen each other for almost a year. I didn't know if I would see him at all over the winter. So it was like, oh my gosh, this is such a cool surprise. We just got to hang out for 5 hours or however many hours. I don't even know how many
Yeah.
it was, some amount of hours, and catch up because I was like, oh, I might get a chance to have a couple phone calls over the winter. Here we are. We have this time to hang out. And it was really good. And he, you know, checked in with me, pushed me to run a little bit when I didn't want to. We just had a really good, like, heart to heart visit over those 20 miles ish. And that was really fun
Ish.
Yeah.
ish. Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then I knew that my girlfriend at the time was going to be my pacer for until the end. So then I was like, oh, we get to go and have basically like a walking date for that. And the
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
yeah. So Tony was overnight or at some point in the night that I don't remember. And then it was sometime I think just before sunrise that Sarah joined me. And then we had and then I mean she took I was kind of like, okay, cool. I have, 18-ish miles to go. I know there's at no point during this race, as opposed to the other 200s I DNF'd, did it cross my mind I would not finish. It was this weird, I don't know if it was confidence or how I've grown or something, just like, "Oh, I'm not trying to, like, run this whole thing. It's a different strategy.
Right.
I'm going to finish." And at
Yeah.
no point with all of the other stuff that went wrong was it like, "Oh, that's gonna take me." I was like, "I'm gonna finish." So, when she
Yeah.
joined me, I was like, "Oh, I just have to go X amount to here and X amount to there and X amount to there," and we got to hang out. So, it was really fun. She pushed me in a different way, and then knowing that like, "Hey, this is my" at the time, this is my partner, it was really cool to have that experience together. And then,
Did she have the whip out and go, move it, move it, move it?
not
No?
really. We're have some philosophical differences, and Uh, she was like, "Oh, we're at this aid station, like, we get so you can get, like, something, you can sit down." I was like, "Foot bacon hand, go." And she was like, "Whoa." It was like she had sat down at some food, she's like, "What are we doing?" And I was like, "I just wanna be."
Nice.
But I was at that point at mile 87, something like that, like, I don't wanna sit and go. I've volunteered a lot. I've seen people, "Hey, you sit for 5 minutes, you don't
Yep.
finish." So I was
Yeah.
like, "This sucked." I wasn't ever in that much pain. It's like, I just, at this point, want to be done. So I was
Well,
like, I'm sorry, but
it sounds like to me that this is, everything was coming together, so you knew. It
yeah,
was your time. It was
yeah,
all about you. Right on.
yeah. So that was
So,
great.
what about your crew? Were they the same as your
Crew?
pacers?
Yes. So Sarah was my crew, and my friend Nicole was crew. Tony and Nicole are a couple. And then there was a smattering of other people that were kind of around that were like not officially, but were like they're like, hey, volunteering, but want to check on you and things like that. And then
Right.
because of how I work, and when I won the package, like I also won like crew space. So shit. So for me, I was like, who do I know that's coming to this race? You can be in my crew space. You can be in my crew space. You can be in my crew space. So like the crew space, I mean, actually invited Megan and David Roach into my crew space because they happened to be standing there, and I was like, Megan is very obviously pregnant, so do you want to like if you need shade, like we got lots of shade here, and they're like, what are you doing? I was like, well, there's a pregnant woman right there. It's shady over here. Nobody's supposed to be here. No, you're not going to sit here for the next 27 hours in the tent. Is how my brain works. But anyways, but also I've heard in hindsight or in retrospect that like offering my crew space to so many people, it was pretty busy and like people were sleeping there all day. And I was like, I'm not there. But
You're not there, yeah.
yeah,
What
yeah, but no,
what
my
happens in
crew,
the cruise tent stays there.
exactly, exactly. And my crew were great. Like there was pizza showed up. They were always checking on me. I made a poor decision to switch into a pair of shoes that was not the best fit, that were not ultras. And I ended up with some pretty good blisters that got popped by Nicole and then popped again by Nicole. So like I super duper appreciate that. Also, even with like quarter-sized blisters on both of my heels, at no point did it cross my mind like it's not a good idea to be walking on these. I was just like, yeah, it hurts, it sucks, whatever. I'm going.
Yep.
Yeah.
It goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
temporary.
and it helps that Nicole has done a lot of crewing and pacing for Tony. Tony's done a lot of stuff on his own. Jen has been around, so it's like very experienced people that
Yeah.
Yeah.
know and have had to troubleshoot all of the more challenging races. This is actually a fairly straightforward one to take care of a runner at. So yeah, they
Oh,
also
right.
would get a 10, and then Tony broke down the entire tent when I was done too. So thank you, Tony.
Now
Oh,
that's a friend.
that's
That
like
is a
the best
friend.
gift you can have.
Yeah. Wow. Why won't my
Yes.
crew do that?
Yes.
They do.
Oh, and
They
I will
do?
add, so Sarah, my girlfriend at the time, also brought her bike, so I didn't have to like walk anywhere. I could ride the bike around. So like that was super awesome for me, even though, yeah.
Wow. So, on to my next question,
Mhm.
blisters and chafing. I can hear that. So you get to rate your blisters. You might decide that, one means like they were the worst things ever. We want to talk about it. Or
Yeah.
they were like some freaking awesome, juicy, squirting blisters and chafing.
Oh
You
my,
might rate it a 10. It's up to you.
I wish we had video of that. They were pretty awesome blisters. Ugh, I don't know how to work the scores. This is overwhelming.
Well, see, that's the thing.
I'm
So
gonna
if you
go.
if you
Yeah.
love
Mhm.
if you have some really gnarly blisters and that's what you're going for, the
Like the
worse
most
the better.
disgusting.
Bragging rights.
Yeah, bragging rights is a
You would
10.
give it a 10.
A 10.
But if
Okay.
you hate blisters and you can't stand it and you didn't have any, you might also give that a 10. So it's really
yeah.
up to you how
Fair. Okay. Yeah.
your view on
Yeah.
blisters.
Okay. Well, with the score guide, I'm gonna go with a 3 because it could have been worse. I don't like blisters, but they don't debilitate me. I look at them, they're just kind of annoying. And so it was more like it didn't super bother me. I was like, okay, now I have blisters. Thank you, Speed Lens. You gave me blisters. You're great for 10 miles, but you're not great for this amount of time. But also, I made a poor decision to switch shoes for my
Yes, you did.
second loop when I've been in ultras. There was no good reason. I could have just stuck with ultras, which I do not blister in. So that was my fault for
Right.
switching to those shoes. And I had only used them for 10 miles before and I put them on for 20. So entirely my
Oh,
fault. The
yeah.
blisters were good. It wasn't something that was going to take me out, but it was not the most pleasant experience. I mean, they were both like quarter-sized blisters, and it was on the insides of both
Oh,
heels
right on.
because I have a very narrow heel. So like I know how to lock my ultras down. I just hadn't figured
Mhm.
out yet how to do that with Speedland. And Speedland's a great shoe.
Right.
It just is not the best one for me. So
Yeah.
when I had the blisters, like, okay, well, now I got to go back to my ultras. It's gonna be uncomfortable. And I mean, it was like a safety pin and a lighter and got popped in the tent. And I wasn't really watching because they're like, do not watch this. It's like, I don't care. I watched needles going to my arm. I'm not going to do anything. But there was a lot of concern for like anything that might stress me out. And I was like, I'm more stressed out than
Right.
everyone here is stressed out. So please just like do it and let's get it over
Yeah.
with. So they got popped, and I mean, stuff shot all the way across the tent. There might be a video I can
Oh,
get
right
of it,
on.
but yeah, it was huge, and I was like, it's not going to be fun, but just do it already. So they
Yeah.
got popped, and then little bit taped, and the worst part was putting the new shoes on because it's a tighter heel box or heel, and then probably taking the first 100 yards. Walking the first
Yeah.
100 yards was not pleasant. And once I got through that, it was fine.
Yeah, well,
And
you
also,
forget about it.
I forget, but yeah, just like as long as I can forget about it, it'll be okay. If I start going, oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
blisters, that's not going to be good. So, yeah, I mean, it worked out. It was good. And then I didn't switch shoes again after that. I did take later on in the race, they were starting to bug me again, and we repopped both of them, and then I continued on. But I kept the same shoes. So yeah, it could have been worse. I know several people that dropped the race with blisters not, or I did. It's all relative, right? So like to me, I'm
Yeah.
like,
It
oh, it's a
is. Yeah.
blister's not good, but to someone else, it's the end of the world. So I was like, okay, this is
It
annoying, but
is,
like
yeah.
I felt worse.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I wish I
and
could have been there for that blister
oh,
popping.
it was
That sounded like
amazing.
it was fun.
And then
I
there
mean,
are those people that say, "Oh my God, look at my blisters," and then they send like 10 pictures of all their blisters and post them on social media.
Yeah.
yeah, Yeah,
No
I'm
one
making a
wants
note.
to see them empty. We
No,
want to see them popped.
I just made a note to myself to find out if there is video of that. I will report back to you if I can get video.
Okay.
I'll tag your
Absolutely.
podcast.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And then for chafing, I did not have any chafing for that race. I don't use lube generally unless I am chafing, but
Hmm.
with the combination of it being hot and not wanting things, I did put lube on, and that's for like groin, I wear boa
Yeah.
shorts and a liner, so that's the only place that I put lube, and I did before the race do it. I don't remember if I did throughout the race, but I did not have any chafing issues, just the blisters.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
You're lucky. So, gut issues. How about that?
Yeah,
When you said you were
no,
behind a porta potty, so you
yes,
sure you weren't in the porta potty?
no, I look, one of the things I do is clean outhouses. I will do anything possible to avoid going in an outhouse. Um, but no, I didn't have any gut issues. I've been fortunate, grateful. I can pretty much eat anything and it's okay. I haven't had a race. I've had like plenty of other things in life, but I've never had gut issues in a race. So I was fine. I got up early. I had coffee. I did my thing. I was good to go the minute the race, probably an hour before the race started. And because it was an environment I'm familiar in, there wasn't the anxiety or uncertainty of things. I was like, I've been here before. I know the routine. I just got to be there at 6:30 for
Yeah.
the start. I'm not stressed out. All my stuff's ready to go. The tent's set up. So that took away a lot of stuff that could have been an issue at a different pace.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, having a crew helped, I'm sure, just so they had everything done. And I notice if I ever have a stomach issue at the beginning of the race, it's like you said, you have too much to worry about.
Oh,
Um, so that's good. So you're going to give your gut issues. Are you
Blank.
blank? Oh,
There's
blank.
no gut issues.
blank. All
Yeah, no
right.
gut.
So laboratory facilities, you're either going to rate the outdoors or you're going to rate the porta potties? Your choice.
Uh, oh man. I, they, I'm going to give them a 7 for the lavatory facilities. It's all porta potties. I do not like porta potties. I mean, I live in the forest half the time. It's a tree that's over there. I'm a boy. Like it's a thing. But they are at that event. They are very well taken care of. I mean, yeah, like they get full and they're freaking almost overflowing sometimes. But they are maintained. There is extra toilet paper. There's Trail Sisters. What do you call the Trail Sisters kits? I'm totally blanking on it. Right,
Yeah.
the sanitary kit or whatever it is.
Sanitary kit.
Those,
Yeah.
are those available at aid stations?
Yes,
I
it's right
just don't
outside
remember
the
if they were
door.
in the porta potties or not, but I know they're at the aid stations. There's these little like Glade,
Oh,
what
no.
do you
Is he
call them?
stuck?
They're like
Do
little
you want me to
cylinder
wave right
things that
here
have smells
so
in
you
them,
know
and
to
they
cut it?
scent candles. So like
Sounds
it
like
does
we have a
smell like an
connection
outhouse,
issue.
but they do a
Oh,
good
there we
job of
go.
taking care of it. Yeah. So yeah, I will give them a 7 because at the same point, like
Oh,
outhouses are gross and I don't like them. So
okay.
I just
So,
want to also say the Trail Sisters is just not for the sisters. I've seen many men at races utilize things for their nose.
ooh, dude, I have tampons in my pack because I never know who I'm going to be. I might run with somebody or come across somebody. So I was just
Yeah.
cleaning
yeah.
out my gross vest today, and I was like, "Oh yeah, well these ones got to go because I apparently sweated through them." But it is something that I carry. So
Yeah. So, how about any trail naps, which I'm assuming you did not take, but how about
I
trail
did not.
falls?
No,
No
no
falls?
trail naps, no falls. No, it's not
Oh,
a particularly technical course. There is one small section that's more technical than others, but not to the level of other stuff like mountain races that I've done or technical slick rock like out in Moab for things. Like it is a pretty easy to chill out race.
okay.
How
So
about animal sightings? Any deer, moose, bear,
Snakes,
mountain lions,
tarantulas.
oh,
ants?
there was birds. I oh, this is interesting. I heard coyotes in the days leading up to the race. I did not hear or see any during the race.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
birds and then like not even dogs at that race. So I didn't see any nothing that I remember other than like hearing
Okay.
at sunrise, hearing the birds, and that was really cool of like having photos that Sarah was taking with like you could hear the birds. It was a really cool experience, but that's it. Birds.
So we're going to leave that blank.
Yeah. Well, unless the birds were like totally awesome or
It says
something.
sightings, not hearings.
Well,
Yeah, yeah, I don't remember I don't remember seeing it. I remember seeing airplanes and things, but and stars, but
So, how about your mental state? How was your mental state?
I think it was really good. The experience of DNFing 200 milers before was really mentally challenging, and the first one, it was a lot of stuff came up. I was by myself, no crew, no pacers, middle of nowhere in New Mexico. Second one was in Arizona, but this one, it was just I think it was having a different mindset and not going out to run or think I had to run the whole thing, which I had to learn.
Mhm.
It was,
Uh-huh.
"Hey, I know people doing it. I can hang with people or I cannot hang with people. I can be social or not be social." And it was sometime during the week of the race that I don't know exactly what it was, but something mentally for me switched from, "I have to meet this arbitrary goal that I set because if not, I'm not a good enough person," to, "I'm just gonna go and have fun and trust that I can do it." And
Yeah.
that was a really big mental shift for me, and it carried over into the race. Like I started off, I knew half a dozen people that were standing around me at the 6:30 wave start.
Yeah.
And then I did, the first 10 miles with people that I know quite well, just like hanging out and catching up. And then, people would kind of rotate in or out, or, you do a mile or two and then someone would take off and then you'd catch them at an aid station. So that was, that was fun.
Yeah.
And and then as I did hide behind a porta potty because I was tired of talking to people for a bit because I just wanted quiet, but at no point did it cross my mind like this might not happen, even if I was kinda hangry or my feet didn't get tired. I'm on my feet so much, like, my feet don't really get tired. I'm just like, "Oh, I'll just keep going." But
Yeah.
I also I never used headphones or anything. The only time, like, of my own, when Sarah was facing me, she had one, and we shared it for Luke's like, "Hey, your favorite song is on," so, like, I put it in for a little bit, but it wasn't that, like, I needed to distract myself. It was more, I just wanna be here in the experience and go through everything to have that. So, I talked a lot for the first the 30-ish miles. And then I was on my own or leapfrogging for a bit. And it was cool that I had some private time to reflect and talk and or think. And then I would talk to somebody. And then some quiet
Right.
time, and then talk, and then get to an aid station and talk. Me like, okay, cool. Like I'm good on talking for a little bit, and that was okay. And then I got a pacer who was a friend that I hadn't seen for so long. It was like, whoa, we actually can like just talk as guys for X
Yeah.
amount of
Yeah.
hours. And then it was my girlfriend coming in. So that was really cool. So I never hit a mental state like I did in previous races. And I was also much better about, hey, dude, you have to actually eat something. You don't feel good because you're not eating. Go freaking eat something. And at least like the
Yep.
aid station had so much variety of food that was really nice. So yeah, I mean, I would
Did they have
say
steak? I never
not
asked,
that
but
I
did they have steak?
recall, but there was burgers in the middle of the night because Julian gave me a burger. Thank you, Julian. And then Hannah gave me
Right.
I think it was multiple handfuls of bacon. I don't actually remember. I know there was one. Yes, there must have been because it was like, "Oh, I can't get your plate." I was like, "Can you just put it in my hand?" Because my brain is like, "There's no reason to give me a plate. It's going to be there for 3 seconds, and I throw the plate away. Just put it in my hand, then I'll wipe
Yeah.
my hand on my leg and have a shower," which is what I did. So, but yeah, no steak that I remember. There was pizza, pumpkin pie, standard aid station stuff, quesadillas, pancakes at some point, eggs. It's just not bacon. It was bacon and eggs. I don't
Yeah.
remember now what the other ones had because it's kind of hit a point where I was like, I don't care what I'm eating, just like put it in my
There's
body.
a point that it's just yeah, it's
Yeah,
until
and
you
I
get
I
palate
will
fatigue.
yeah, and I'm like, if there was like a pill like, food's great, but if there was a pill that would give me 500 calories, I just do that and not have to
Yeah.
have all the time doing it, so I was like, "Hey, what's my biggest bang for my buck? Coke, great." Like, I can drink all day. Like, you can see me drinking all day. I will drink calories
Mhm.
all day. It's harder to get me to eat something. So, I drank a lot of fluids. A lot of them got
There you
returned to
Yeah.
go.
compost, and that's okay.
So what did you give your
Yeah.
mental state? Probably a
I would s
high one.
I would say 8. 'Cause I mean,
Eight.
there were some points I was like, "Okay, this isn't so fun," but at no point did it get to, like, bad would be 5 or
Right.
low. So, yeah, I think
Yeah.
8. I'm
Did
really
you
proud
have
of
any hallucinations?
No,
No,
I yeah, I
I am
was
giving you a look now.
yes. Yes, yeah, I didn't, but I think a big part of it is I went into the race with the mentality of I have one pacer. I'm just figuring out when do I want them for this stretch or to the finish? And then to have the Tony show up and surprise me, I had no expectation of that happening. So I think that took it away because it would have been me doing 80 something miles on my own, where I probably would have for that the 60 to 80-mile stretch. Whereas having somebody else that was there changed that dynamic. I think
Gotcha.
Yeah.
They
there's
do.
definitely
That
yeah, yeah. There's a part of me that wants to go back and do this race again, no pacers, no crew, just to see what might happen. But we'll see if that ever
Yeah.
happens. I also never need to do that race again, but I do kind of want.
yeah.
There are a lot of
Well, we
races
will be
like that.
getting to that.
Yeah,
So no hallucinations.
no hallucination.
Um, preparedness. Where do you feel like that you were prepared when you went in? Or you could have been
Yeah,
a little bit more prepared?
yeah. I was prepared. I would say 8 for that one. The All the preparation that I could do, I did. I acclimated for weather. I really kept track of my hydration. I did a really good job of eating over the summer. I stopped drinking, or I like beer, but I stopped completely from, oh god, April, May, June, July. Sorry, like end of July until after the race. I did not have any alcohol, and that I feel that helped me sleep better, recover better, not
Yeah.
be distracted with stuff. I mean, it made summer kind of challenging because the dynamics of where I am and what people do. There's a lot of beer around, and a lot of people were kind of confused. Like, dude, you're not having a beer. I'm like, I got sparkling waters, I got non-alcoholic beers, I got all of this pina colada gnarly. Uh, but that really helped me prepare and like be set up to go. And then the wild card for me had been there'd been a lingering IT band issue. It goes way back. So the first 100 miler was a DNF for that. The second 100 miler was a DNF for that. So I spent a lot of time working on stabilization exercises, doing a lot of mobility, doing everything I could so that that wasn't an issue. And with the preparation and that like race week change or mindset change that I had, it was, oh, I don't need to go out and try and prove something to probably nobody that I
Yeah.
can run this whole thing. It was, I'm here for the adventure and the finishing it part. It took a lot of the self induced pressure off, but it also meant, hey, I walked a lot of the start. Whereas for previous ones, I was trying to arbitrarily keep up with dude
Mhm.
in those shorts because we started at the same time. And I'm like, what am I
Yeah.
thinking?
Yeah.
This is dumb. But that's what my brain was doing of like, oh, I have to stay ahead of this person. I'm like, it's mile 7. Why are you running this pace
Yeah.
I had to
Yeah.
learn that the
Let
hard
them burn
way.
themselves out.
Yes. Yeah. So I learned that the hard
Yeah.
way, but now I have that to reflect on and, coach. So it was, I would
Well,
say 8.
anyone who's listened to this that had did the first 100 the hard way, just put down a like or just put it in the comments which race it was. I've done it. So, you got a race manual. He's done it, a race
Yes.
manual, and then you went and did the race. So, did the race match the description?
Yeah.
I mean, RD's lie. It's okay.
Yeah. Yes, it did. It did. I know the race director. The race director is amazing. The race lives up to the billing. It's got a
Right.
reputation, but it lives up to it, whether you are running, whether you are pacing, whether you are crewing, whether you just show up to be there. The race lives up to it. And it's really cool to see. I mean, it's mind boggling to see how much it's changed since the first time I went to that race, not knowing anything about anything or anyone at all. Now I have this group of people that want to go on adventures. Come pace me at this. Hey, can you pace me at that? And, hey, if you're driving through St. George, stop in and say hi. So it's all come from
Yeah.
that. But yeah, my perspective, it definitely lives up to its billing.
So it's not like you got out there on the trail and you just, wait a minute, they forgot to mention this in the in the race description.
No, no, and I will add, I read the race description. There was a very long, the year I ran it, there's a very long course briefing that I didn't watch the video. I laid in my truck, laying down, listening to it with my earphones. I listened
Okay.
to all of that, and I'd been at the race enough previous years that there's minor tweaks here and there for like park logistics and things, but I knew the course, I knew what to expect, and I think that makes it different than the other two that I tried. I hadn't done any of that. It was like, oh, I'm to some degree flying blind for everything, and
Yeah.
that's just a little bit different. So yeah,
So
yeah.
what are we giving that?
The best score I could give it,
10.
10.
10, 10.
Okay.
Okay, so when you got to the race, you got a bag with some swag in it, and then at the end, you
I
got a
did.
medal
Oh
or
yeah,
a
I did.
buckle.
Yes, I did. I
You
did. I did. Yeah,
I'm sure you did. So,
yeah.
what was in your swag bag?
Oh, it was a nice one. There was some squirrel's nut butter. There's a sticker. It's actually one of the I don't know what you call it. It's like the backpack, and it's got like the shoe zip compartment and
Oh, those are
the
Mm,
nice.
other stuff. It's got a drawstring. It's got the race logo and stuff on it. It's really, really, really cool. There's a race shirt in it too. A really nice brand you would know shirt. So that was really
okay.
cool. And then my package also included a hoodie. So I have the race hoodie from that race as well. And
Got
I
a
would definitely would not have bought that, but it's really cool to have won it. So yeah, it was
Yeah,
a really good
hoodies are
package.
nice.
Yeah, and there probably was some other random stuff in it there's probably like a little the what do you call it? Those little hydration tabs that dissolve or like the stevia and stuff. Different brands make them.
Oh,
Okay.
Probably like a trial size one of those would be in there, and I'm sure there's like I don't know, $20 off a massage for the big massage company in town. So yeah, it was a really nice package.
Okay.
did you get the massage?
No, but I donated a lot of my money to the college fund for my dry needling guy.
Good job.
So,
What about the buckle?
yeah, the buckle. Did you get a medal or a buckle?
I got a buckle, and there are two buckles for that race. There's the sub 24 buckle and the regular buckle. So I got the regular buckle. And I
Okay.
also no, there for that particular event, there is a wristband that you sometimes get, and I did not get one of those.
Okay.
Why? What'd you do?
Probably wasn't paying attention when I went through the spot where you might get it. I actually don't
Ah,
know the
Okay.
answer to that because I can get really distracted by things and either be hyper, like, I'm managing 7 things simultaneously, it's great, or yeah, I just totally like forgot to eat for 6 hours because I'm managing all these other things. So it quite likely could have been the person that had the wristband was here and I was not paying attention because I saw a camera over there, or I'm looking for the race director and 3 people are waving at me and I'm like, huh? So it probably some combination of all 3 of those.
okay.
Right.
So, how would you rate the swag and the buckle together?
I'd say 8.
Eight.
It's
Okay.
the buckle's cool. Yeah, and it was really neat to have to go through all of those experiences that I've had other races, DNFing things, and then cross the finish line and be like, "I'm so over this." It's fucking like, "Cool, I have a buckle, that's great." Like, stick it in my pack, and then I mean, like, as I said that, I would have to think very hard of where that buckle even is. Now
Oh,
I'm thinking, yes, I know
shame.
it's I know where
Okay.
now I know where it is. Yeah. Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
it's in
Because that
storage.
RG is listening right now and going, "What?
What?
You don't
Yeah,
lose your first
yeah.
100."
No, no, yes, I know where it is. I have that buckle. I know where the buckle I got this year is. So yeah, I know where they are, but it's not because of my personal
But
life.
inside you're probably going, "Shit, where
Yeah,
did I put my
yeah.
buckle?"
Yes, yeah, yeah, like, is it yes, it should be exactly in that drawer, in that thing, in that thing, in that yeah, yeah. I could find it within about 10 minutes if I was where it is.
Right. Okay. So on the experience side, you got a 8.1 out of 10.
That's good.
That's not bad.
18.1.
And I'm saying this is a race you probably wouldn't have to be persuaded very hard to do again.
And 8.1, that's a good earthquake as
8.1
well.
is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. That's like a huge that's like bigger than what took out San Francisco.
And so combining your result and financial score with your experience, you got a 6.88.
Oh, a
which is
UTI score of 6.88. All right,
yeah,
6, yeah, yeah.
that's in the high end.
Oh, cool.
That's
All right for me.
yeah. Um, but now we have to think about
Oh, I know this
I
one.
and I have a feeling I know it
Oh,
too because I think I have a hoodie hanging somewhere from that race.
And I think we ran this together. I think I actually met you at
I don't
this
think we
race.
were at the 106-degree version
Yes,
of it.
we
I
were.
think that was the year before we did it.
We did it 3 years in a row. Is it Javelina?
yep.
Yep.
You are correct.
What year?
2021?
2024, I ran it.
Yeah.
Oh, 2024.
Yeah.
Was it that hard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember if it was an overall record for heat or not. I know, like, from talking to aid station captain, so in the open desert at Jackass Junction, a friend of mine was at the aid station, and that was their recording at Jackass in the peak of the day. And the medical
Gotta love
incidents I saw,
Jackass.
yeah, yeah, the medical incidents were between Coyote Camp and Jackass on that second loop sometime after 11 and before 5. And it was like someone's down over there in the shade. There's a dude lying here under a cactus. There's two disoriented people going the wrong way. And they're like, it's okay, medics are coming. And then I was like, kept going. I'm like, oh yeah, 30 seconds later, there's two medics going that way.
Yep.
I mean, so
Yeah.
it's a thing, but there's like safety sweeps and safety patrols and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, their
So
medics are good. I have nothing but praise for them. I was pulled for one of those races
So that was the
and
2024 one.
2024, and I was one of them. And they're just like, we could let you go. It was a guy that was huge. He looked like a gorilla. Remember
yeah,
him over at Jackass? And
yeah, yeah.
he's he's like, I can let you go, but about 5 miles you're gonna be laying out, and I'm gonna have to send someone to get you. And I'm gonna say, I told you so. As he was picking it up and calling it in and saying,
Yeah.
number so and so is out.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
no, it's a thing. It was bad, but I was like, "I'm prepared for this. I've been there. I
Yeah.
know it's gonna be hot." And I mean, sun hoodie thing on, it was great. I wanna say thank you to Jubilee Page, the race director. She is
Yes.
incredible
Yeah.
and
Love her.
does a great job. So, like, anybody out there's listening, if you watch any of the recap videos, if you watch the live stream, if you've heard about it, that is what the vibe is. It is a party at that
Yeah.
Mhm.
finish line the entire time. And yeah, it was fun.
Well, there's a
Because
party at what?
I was going to ask
The 20
questions.
miler at night, they're drunk.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
you got a drunk race going on in the middle of the race.
Because I was
Yeah.
going to ask if there's a running cow on the trail. I was going to ask if so you didn't see the tarantula outside the rattlesnake ranch.
That stopped the race.
There's a
There was a
tarantula at
little
Rattlesnake? I don't know anything
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, they stopped the race.
yeah, there's a little tiny baby tarantula that everyone stopped to look at.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, no one's stepping it or we'll hate you forever." And we're like, "Dang,
Wow.
okay."
Wow.
So it literally stopped the race. There's like 10 people on either side, like making a road for it. That's how hot it was and the hallucinations
Wow.
going on, or the delusions. Let's say
Yeah,
Illusions,
delusions.
yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yes.
Oh,
it
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 was
wasn't
definitely there.
it wasn't the year I ran it, but the year I paced Heidi, we were going between Jackass and Rattlesnake, and all of a sudden there's like a group of headlights coming towards me, and I like got into a heated discussion with people going the wrong way, and they're like, "We're going the right way." I'm like, "No, we're going the right way. That giant light over there is Rattlesnake." And it took a while to convince them that like just follow us, but it can happen. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know how it happened, but it can happen. So it was fun, but yeah, I mean, it's a great race. I love it. I'll be there,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I don't know if I'll ever run it again.
Yeah,
But
I don't
I'm
need
very happy
to.
to, yeah, I'm very happy to pace and crew at it. And there's so many
Mhm.
things that are needed to do to put on an event of that scale. I'm much more useful there than attempting to run it in under 24 hours. I could do it,
Yes.
Yeah.
but I- I'd rather do it at a quiet race with no live stream cameras and no everything else. Like, give me the New Mexico desert with 22 people on the start line, and that's what I would. But I'll be at
What
Javelina
race
and
was
do it.
that?
Dead Man
What race was
Peaks.
that?
Dead Man
Oh,
Peaks. So I
yeah.
raced New Mexico.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Eric something is the race director. I like melted my puffy and the turnaround aid station, and it was a whole disaster. It was a debacle of a day, but I learned a lot. And the race director's awesome. And I love that because I was like, there's 22 of us. Like, I think 8 people finished the 100-mile. I was like, this is going to be easy. And I was like, oh my God, it's a double out and back. And it's everything. It's
Yeah.
double track, it's single track, it's wash, it's technical slick rock. It's open
And they
meadow.
put skeletons out there.
Oh, yeah, there's skeletons. There's, like, Wolfman skeletons. The one aid station we went to, Sean and oh, I can see her face. I can't think of it, but they had, like, skeletons in different, like, positions. And then the aid station was, "Here's a
Yes.
truck and a tent and a table." And they're like, "Do you want a quesadilla?" I saw videos of me at that aid station, like, I spent more time messing around at aid stations talking to people than I did actually hobbling. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. I mean,
Fun.
a DNF, yeah, it is fun. It
It
is
is
fun.
fun.
It all is. I mean, you get home and then you realize when the pain's over with, like 5 minutes later, you may not be able to walk, but the worst of it's over. It's done. You have to move one more second. And then you realize how much fun you've actually had. You get to get in your own headspace or meet new people or come up with crazy ideas
Yeah.
and maybe
Yeah.
act on them or not.
Chill out and also sign up for anything the next 100 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get the next one at sub 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Javelina is a great race. And it's located very beautiful up there
Mhm.
north of
It
Phoenix.
is. Yeah, my delusions of it was I always felt like that there was something watching me from above, and I would hear the buzz, and it was the drones. But
Hmm.
it sounds creepy when the sun's coming up, and you're, like, trying to run as fast as you can to get to the end, and you hear this, it's like, "Wait a minute, what's that?"
Mhm.
Kinda like you, I just start focusing on something else. It's too bad you didn't see a snake or a
Yeah.
scorpion.
Yeah.
Some of the runners bring blue lights. Did you see any of those? And they'll, like,
No,
put them on the
I
ground looking for scorpions.
I mean, it's an idea I have now for whoever I'm gonna
Yeah,
pace this year, but no,
Yeah.
I didn't really see anything like that, and I was just, like, more of a I just wanna be here and present and see what's
yeah,
around because how
Yeah.
many times do I get the chance to walk with friends at
yeah,
2 AM in the dark, and it's, like, 85 degrees. So that part was really cool, but no, I was, like, not focused on anything like, "Oh, there's cactus, okay, I've
Yes,
seen cactus. I've heard
yeah,
coyotes." It's not yeah, it's like, yeah, it's just but, to somebody coming from New York or something, oh my gosh, like, there's so many things to look at and so many new
yeah.
yeah,
things. I was like,
yeah,
"I've been here before." It's still cool, but it's just a different energy around it.
yeah. I play a game though. I think that cactus is like 5 inches bigger than that one over there. And then you got closer. No, that one is actually bigger. Yeah.
That's what you were thinking about here in
Yes.
Javelina?
Yep.
Wow.
It's all about the size.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah,
So, um, yeah, I like Halloween. I think it's fun. It's, as you said in the beginning, it's known for its vibe,
mhm.
and that is always there. Um,
And they're known for their shirts, so I know it's rabbit.
Yeah.
yeah,
So it's not a typical race shirt. It's something that you can wear for a long time, and it's
yeah,
soft,
they
and
Yeah.
last long. The softness of that.
it kinda takes away any suffering you have.
Yeah, it's a beautiful shirt. I'm like, "Oh, I have it." It's
Mhm.
almost
Yeah,
like I don't wear it that often. So I'm like, "Oh, it's a light blue. It's a really cool color." I'm like and it will
Yeah.
the minute that I go to eat something, there goes the shirt. So
yeah,
I'll just have to frame the shirt with my buckle or something.
that's exactly how it is.
I wanna thank you so much for coming on and, hanging out with us for a bit.
Yeah.